You are listening to the ColbyCheeZe Gaming Podcast, where I talk about whatever the hell I want, but mostly League of Legends and a bit of Minecraft.
Hey guys and girl, this is ColbyCheeZe. It is March 3rd, 2011, and you're listening to the 5th episode of the ColbyCheeZe Gaming Podcast. Guys, I got quite a bit of stuff to go over with you this week. There was quite a bit of cool stuff that happened, so let's just kind of jump into it. We've got some announcements. First off, I just hit 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so hell yeah, I love you guys, you're awesome. Keep telling me about, or keep telling your friends about me, keep on watching the videos, and I'll definitely keep trying to put out better and better stuff as I have time, so that's awesome. Next thing I was going to talk about, I got a couple of Minecraft announcements and a couple things that happened with Minecraft, some more cool music, and a couple of things that I found on the internet with some guys creating some of their own video games, some small time guys. A couple of different discussions on Manna versus Manna, and even a little bit of League of Legends discussion with the new patch and some other funny things that I found with that. Anyhow, go ahead and check the description down below if you want to skip on to a particular section. Otherwise, we're going to just go over everything starting now. So, first off, I've recently been, a lot of you have known that I actually have a Minecraft server right now. It's a private server that I host. However, I was thinking of going ahead and inviting a couple of fans that want to join in. I've got someone who's working on doing some admin stuff on the server right now and adding some different mods to it to help with the admin. So if you would like to join my Minecraft server, what you need to do is just follow me on Facebook. At ColbyCheeZe Gaming is the name on my Facebook. I'll put a link in the description as well. Follow me on there, and I'll actually make an announcement with the address to join if you would like to play on that Minecraft server. So for those of you who would like to join in and build some stuff, we've already got quite a bit of cool stuff going on there. But we're gonna definitely like to see some more people joining on the server, and I'll do some videos and updates and some maps on my website and different stuff to make it interesting and that sort of thing and whatnot. So the other thing is that the newest Minecraft patch, I think, is what beta 1.3 just recently came out, and they added pretty cool stuff to it. Actually, you can now do these new blocks. It's called like a redstone repeater, and instead of having to, like right now the redstone actually stops generating power after around 16 blocks, I believe, and the repeater will allow you to continue that signal without having to create one of those AND gates or NOT gates or whatever you call it. And then it'll also allow you to set a delay in the repeating of that signal, if you would like, within different increments, so that you can create different timings on redstone effects, which is pretty cool. The other thing I liked about the update was that you can now do slabs of type sandstone, cobble, and wood, as well as the old smooth stone style, which this is the half block that I'm talking about, where you put 3 blocks together and it creates that little half block. So now you have more options whenever you're building your buildings to do that in different types of blocks. So I think that should have been in a long time ago. They've also added in beds, which the full functionality isn't there yet. Currently, you can sleep in the bed, and it'll change it to daytime if it's night, but it doesn't currently set your home location to that bed. That's going to be in a future update. However, as of now, the last change that I thought was pretty cool, other than a bunch of bug fixes and whatnot, is that you can actually, in single player, set your world name. You can name your world when you create it, and you can even create your own seed. So I was playing around with that for a little bit. One of the coolest ones that I found, if you type a seed name, all lowercase, floating islands, and you explore just a little bit, there's some really awesome mountains that you'll find in that seed. I haven't played with that too much, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people experimenting with different seeds, and so that's pretty cool. Definitely check that out if you haven't been messing with those seeds. Other thing that I thought was really cool that I found this week is relating to Minecraft. This kid I found, he actually did a Minecraft parody of Taio Cruz's song Dynamite, and it was extremely well done. And so, I'm just gonna show you guys a clip from that video, and then I'll put a link to it. You should definitely check this out. This is one of the best video game parody songs that I found. I checked out this guy's channel. He's got some other stuff as well that's pretty cool and related to Minecraft. But yeah, definitely check this out. Here we go.
Up everything you've ever known. Expel you out of house and home. Biome to biome you shall roam. Yeah, 'cause I'm a creeper. I will rob all of your items. That's my job. Yeah, I shoot my arrows in the air sometimes, saying "Ayo."
Yeah, so man, I thought that was awesome. You should definitely check it out. I can tell he put a lot of work into making that video. Really awesome work. So have to give props to that guy for sure. The last thing, sort of Minecraft related, I guess Mojang just recently, I found out today, announced their newest game, which is going to be called Scrolls. And I guess it's not anything related to Minecraft at all. It's actually some type of game, like a mix of a trading card game and a board game. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be interested in that or not. I don't really play any trading card games or board games. I know a lot of you guys are probably into that thing. Not really my scene, but pretty cool. I'll definitely follow it, and it might be something to check out. So who knows? For now though, definitely cool that they're moving on and making some new games, and I'll keep you guys updated if I find some more cool information around that. But for now, I think they've just basically announced that it's gonna function like a trading card game, and that when you first pay, I guess, whatever amount of money for the game, you'll get your starter pack, which is random, and just like you would normally with trading cards, and then you can buy more packs of trading cards, which again are random, just like if you were to go buy trading cards from a store. You get a couple cards in there and you don't ever know which ones you're going to get. And then you can they said that you're going to be able to do like auctions for different types of cards for the trading aspect of it, and there's going to be different tournaments and things like that. So I think it will be a pretty good game if you're into those types of games. Again, I'll just have to wait for more announcements on that, and we'll see how that kind of turns out and whatnot. Some other cool stuff that I actually found on the internet this past week was there's this I guess these guys are like a high school band class or something, and they did a show where they show off some they play a bunch of different video game music. And it's not like this is some big professional band or anything. It's just like a high school play that they put on for their school, I guess. But I thought it was really awesome. I really like watching this type of stuff, and so I'll give you guys like a little bit of a preview. You should definitely go check it out after you watch this, though, if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, hell yeah, I love that Zelda. Did you see that little girl walk across the screen? Anyways, check that out. Put the link in the description below. It's about like 7.5 minutes. They could do quite a bit of songs in that entire skit, so I thought that was pretty entertaining, at least a little bit. So hey, so I was actually talking to a friend this past week. He was saying Manna, and I was like, yeah, we're talking about like Manna, or how do you say it? Is it Manna or is it Manna when you're talking about how to pronounce the mana whenever you're casting spells in video games? I think we were playing Magic or something, and we're talking about how you don't use mana, and he was like, no, it's mana. And so I was like, well, whatever, we're gonna have to Google this to solve it. And I didn't the main thing I found was that mana is what you would say when you're referring to the energy source that you're gonna use for casting spells, and the term mana, which is actually spelled with two N's, is the word that they refer to a certain type of food that restores your energy, I guess. Like if you're talking about, so they were talking about if you were to actually think in like the video game WoW, you use mana to create the different bread and stuff that like the Manna biscuits. And they were saying, well, technically they should say you use Manna to create mana that restores your mana. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. You look that up on Wikipedia. It talks about I guess back in biblical days there was some kind of treat that Jesus gave his disciples called manna, and I don't know, some kind of Israeli thing. I don't know. But I thought that was kind of an interesting discussion. What do you guys think? Do you call it manna or do you call it mana? Whatever. Anyhow, let's go ahead and move on into some League of Legends type of discussion. First off, though, there's this link that I found of a YouTube video that these 10 students of this, I guess it's like a video game school, they, for one of their projects, they actually created a game called River of the Fallen, and it appears to be like a League of Legends style game. They've got about 6 different champions, and they've got, just here, check out the video. You can actually see it looks pretty cool. I mean, obviously this is not going to be some big huge studio game, so the graphics and gameplay are probably not going to be up to par with what you're used to. However, I think that the cool thing about this is that it only took 10 students 10 weeks to develop what looks like fairly well put together game. So being an independent developer myself, I definitely have to I have to give these guys props, because this does look pretty good for that amount of time and that amount of resources. They had like 5 artists and 5 programmers. So check out this video when you get a chance. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to kind of show some of the footage here while I'm talking, but yeah, it's definitely something to check out. I think they're going to release it to the public before too long. Some studio called Fat Unicorn Games. Props to that name, by the way. Thumbs up if you like that shit. Hell yeah. Anyways, so let's actually talk about League of Legends. The new patch came out, and there was a couple of changes which I thought were pretty cool. I mean, there was not like anything huge, but some things to note. They definitely okay, listen to this. The game's been out for what? Like over a year now, right? And they just recently in this patch added the ability to link people clickable URLs in chat. Oh my god, like seriously, just now after the game's been out for a year, like previously you would have to link it to somebody and then you have to copy it, and the chat's always buggy, so like you would select some text and then it would unselect the text, so you had to like keep the text selected and then push Control C to copy it, so it was like a big pain in the ass. Anyway, so they finally added the ability to click on URLs that were sent to you in chat. God. They also added some new avatar images to Twitch, Eve, Katarina, and Annie. I'm not really sure what to think about this. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Does it suck? Maybe I'm just used to old ones, but I think the new ones are terrible. Like the evil one kind of creeps me out, man. It's like, anyways, well, I don't know, whatever. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Is it good, or am I tripping out by saying it's bad? I don't know. Anyways, they also changed the scaling on Ezreal's ult to now do a 1-1 ratio with your bonus attack damage. I'm not really sure if this is a huge change or not. I mean, your ultimate, it's one spell cast every couple 30 seconds or whatever, depending on your cooldown reduction. But I think that might have a decent change in him. Of course, it's not on your total attack damage. Keep that in mind. It's only on your bonus attack damage, so you won't really notice that until a little bit later in the game. But definitely something to check out. I think they're trying to tweak Ezreal just a bit to make him a little bit more viable. I don't think it's going to really break him or anything like that, but I'll have to play a few more games with or against Ezreal to find out. What do you guys think? Have you played some games? Is it a big change? Maybe I'm not seeing something, but I think it's pretty minor. We'll just have to wait and see. They also reduced the death timers, at least in the early game stages, to where if you do die early game, it's not such a huge hit because you'll be back in the lane in a fairly short amount of time. I think that their overall goal was to actually reduce the time that games last, because not only did they do that, but they added more armor and damage on minions as they scale, and they increased cannon minions on waves to instead of every 3 waves to every 2 waves after the 20-minute mark. And turrets now deal 20% armor pin, so you're gonna see less of Rammus walking in with 200 armor, not taking any damage from the turret. Well, It's still quite a bit of reduction, but 20%. I think they should have probably done a little bit more armor pen than that, or like a base, a base amount of armor always applies, and then after that they're going to penetrate a certain amount. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't. We'll have to just wait and see. Again, I haven't played many games since the patch. It doesn't sound like it was that huge of a hit, but maybe it is. I don't know. Finally, the new champion, Jarvan 4. I think some guys were calling it like Tavin 4 or whatever, like the moon from the moon from Star Wars, or what is that that moon base or something like that. I don't know. I guess I'm not big enough nerd because I can't remember. Anyways, I've only played like one game with Jarvan. He seems okay. Doesn't seem like super overpowered. Some people in my channel were actually telling me that he's like the pre-nerf Zen, and I find that hard to believe. However, from what I've seen, I do have to say that his shield is extremely powerful. And so that's really, another tanky DPS, man. They keep talking about they want to move away from that tanky DPS meta, but they just keep on releasing these tanky DPS champions that are amazing. So from what I can tell, I don't think that he is really overpowered, but he does look pretty strong. I imagine he seems somewhat spammy on his abilities, so the Trinity Force might be a good option. It seems to me like any champion that can effectively use the Trinity Force is a very powerful champion once they have that built. Just from my experience, extremely powerful item for those champions that can use it. Evelynn, Aurelia's extremely strong because of it. Udyr, the list goes on, obviously. So, something to think about for sure. I know back in the day, I actually, whenever, I don't know if those of you guys who played the game long enough back in beta and, when the game first came out, the Twisted Fate back at that time, my build actually included a Trinity Force and then an Infinity Edge, and I would just completely demolish kids. That's just funny. Like every champion that I've ever played that uses Trinity Force is an amazing champion. So, something to think about. I'm just gonna wait another week or so to see more games of Jarvan before I make a final decision on whether he's extremely viable or just somewhat viable. However, my initial thoughts are that he's definitely worth a buy. He's 4,800 IP, and he's the second champion that they released that is that IP amount. But, if I had enough IP, I'd probably buy him. I don't, so I'm just going to keep on playing games with or against him and just kind of see how that pans out, and we'll check it out. Leave your comments and let me know if you've actually played with or against Jarvan a couple times and what you think, if he's overpowered or if he's just right or whatever. Once again, we'll just have to kind of wait and see on that. So, whatever. And last thing I want to say, though, before I wrap up for this week is, have you guys joined my channel? For those of you that are playing League of Legends, you should probably join my Cheezeworld channel. That's where all my fans come and chat with me. You probably, if you've tried to add me in game as a friend, I probably denied it because I get lots of those requests and I just get spammed every time I add friends. So it's nothing personal on that. So instead of adding everyone as a friend, which I can't because the limit is like 300 and that's maxed out, I decided to create this chat channel in the game, which all you have to do, let me show you, you just you go to create or join chat room. You type in Cheezeworld. The capitalization does matter, so do capital C and then Cheezeworld with the Z. It's all one word. And then once you get in the channel, you'll see all the people that are in there, and you can click the little gear icon. And once you click the gear icon, click on auto join on startup, and you don't have to do anything else. From there on out, every time you join, you'll be on our channel, and you can chat with me and all the other people in there. And so, pretty cool stuff. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching the video. You know what? Before I do wrap up, I do want to actually talk about one more thing, and that's I just started playing 2 other games this week, just kind of casually on the side. So I do want to kind of mention those games that are pretty fun. I might actually do a video on one of them. The first one is Bulletstorm, and obviously I've kind of I've put some footage of that, so you can kind of look at that footage here. Pretty cool game. I actually beat the entire game this weekend. It's like one of those movies you watch once in the theaters and you thought it was a pretty good movie. You may not ever watch it again, but you weren't disappointed that you watched it because it was good. It just wasn't changing your world or anything. That's kind of how Bulletstorm was for me. Definitely worth a playthrough. I don't know if I think it was worth $60, but whatever. The next game, actually, I've had a lot of fun playing, and that is Magicka. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have been seeing this game or heard this game tossed around out there. It's pretty damn fun game. So you have to like conjure up these different elements, and then different combinations will cast different types of spells. And as you go through the game, you can learn new spells as well, and then get these cool different items. And the game's actually really funny, and I love it because you can play it co-op with some friends, which I've been doing. I've been playing with Spunkify from League Top 10 and a little bit with another friend of mine. So definitely check out this game, guys. It's only $10 on Steam. Super cheap for such a fun game. I've had a lot of fun. I haven't actually beat the game yet, so I'm just going to keep playing through it. I may do a video on this because there's a lot of stuff that you don't really catch right off the bat as a new player, and there's a lot of experimentation to do. So I'll probably do like a quick guide video to kind of walk you guys through how to play it. And I think the game definitely deserves a video. It's super fun, and I enjoy it a lot. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. For those of you that have played Magicka, would you like to see a Magicka video? Whatever. That's all I've got to talk about this week. That's all that really happened to me. Well, I say that's all. A lot of shit this week, but definitely a thumbs up the video if you liked it, and show it to all of your friends. I'll see you guys around for the next one, and it was good. Peace out.